we have a company, that hired someone to watch 5 films and then rate them out of 10. So it says create an algorithm that asks for a film name and then asks for a film rating, and we need to store them in an array or a list. So firstly, we need to create 2 lists, one for films and then one for rating, because we're going to store the rating inside ratings and the films inside films. Then it says ask the user for film name and film rating. Now it says 5 films. So we need to use a for loop that loops 5 times to ensure that we ask for 5 films. So we repeat the same thing 5 times. So firstly, we need to ask for film name. Then we need to ask for the score of that specific film. Again, the score is going to be an integer. So we're going to assume that it's going to be out of 10, but they cannot enter 5.5 and so on. It's going to be a whole number. Once we've done that, we need to create a for loop because it says if the rating is above 7, then store the film name in a list. Now, we're not storing them in the list unless the score is above 7. That's the only way we store them. That's why we use this if statement. If the score is above 7, then we're going to store them in the list. So to store them in the list, we need to append. So append means adding to the end. So films.append, it means we're adding to the end of films, and we're adding film name to it, and then we're adding the rating, which is the score, to the end of the array rating. Now we've done that, all of the films will be added and so on. Now once the user finished adding the films to the list, we need to create a for loop that loops through the list. So we're going to loop through both lists. In this case, they're both going to be the same size, so I'm just going to put from 0 to the length of films. I'm not going to put length of rating, but you can put length of rating. It doesn't matter which one you put. But this for loop will loop through from 0 to up to how many items is in that specific list, because it might not be 5, because maybe only 3 of the films were rated above 7. Once we've done that, we need to create or print the film name and the rating. So to find the film, you put films and then in square bracket you put x. Now x will start from 0. So index 0 will be this one. Will be the first item inside films. Then has a rating of string rating x, which is going to be the first item also in rating, and so on. So we'll assume that at least one of the films were above 7. And this will give it to you in a full sentence.